Hi everyone, it's Heidi from flutterbyheidi.co.uk, and today I'm playing with the Sweet Ice Cream stamp and punch set and some retiring paper. So this will be retiring at the end of June, but you might need to get it before then if you like it. And this is the paper that goes with this, and some new product, which is the gorgeous Shimmer vellum. So this vellum comes in 12 by 12 sheets, and you get 2 sheets each of the gorgeous new in colours. So we've got pale papaya, soft succulent, fresh freesia, polished pink, and evening evergreen. And it has got a fabulous shine on it. It looks lovely when it's embossed. I almost embossed for this one, but decided not to, so I thought I'd keep it to those of you who are just perhaps starting out, just have some punches. So we're very much punch party on this one. These are the papers which I'm using, and you can see on one side we've got these lovely sort of ice cream themed ones and more generic backgrounds, great for punching the cone. You see some sort of retired purple posy there, but other colours like Blackberry Bliss and Petal Pink in there. The lollies and stripes and sort of swatches of colours. Those look fabulous when they're punched out as well. I haven't done that on this one, but that's another option. But you can sort of recreate these effects. So those are the papers, which are 12 by 12 papers, and you get 2 sheets each of those 6 designs. I suppose I'm going to show what we're actually going to do today. Would be a good idea. So stamp set, great, lovely. I'm going to use this fabulous big but happy birthday sentiment here. Really nice statement sentiment. That's the punch. So again, fold flat, Stampin' Up! Punch, fantastic. And here's our card. So we've just got a layer of that lovely shimmer vellum across the middle, some fun ice creams, bit of the DSP, and then I've used the lovely labels pick a punch to create the banner as well. So let's get started. I'm taking my inspiration from the colours in the paper, and I'm using this one here, which is got sort of various colours in, sort of terracotta-y colours, and I think it's a bit of bumblebee that's in there as well. You need very little DSP with this one. It's great for stash busting. So to start off with then, I've got a bit of pale papaya card here, and this is 14.5 by 17.5. And you're first of all going to score at 10.5, 4 1/8. Then you're going to move it along to 14 centimetres and cut, and that will give you a piece left that's 3.5 centimetres, and this piece here is then also 3.5 centimetres, as you can see. So that is going to give our kind of suspended panel bit, which allows the light kind of really shine through on that shimmer vellum. Other things that you're going to need are 2 pieces. I'm going to use a bit of Calypso coral, and those are 14.5 by 3 centimetres, and then a couple of pieces of DSP, which are 14.5 by 2.5 centimetres, and a piece of vellum, and I'm using obviously the pale papaya, and that's the 5.5 by 14.5 as well. So let's have a play then. You're going to need some basic white cardstock, and because it's a photopolymer stamp set, you'll get the best impression on these if you use your Stampin' Pierce mat, because what that does is it provides the cushioning for you to create your really good stamped image. You'll also need a dauber as well, and I'm going to use some pale papaya and some Calypso coral for this. So let's get those open. So first of all, ink up with pale papaya, then just use your dauber and add that just to the edges. Add a little bit of interest, and then I'm going to just stamp that. So again, so just adding that little bit of Calypso coral in there. And I'll just do another one of those. I'm just stamping off a bit to make sure it's not picking up too much of the, not contaminating my pad with the Calypso coral. So these are distinctive. So you've already got some shading on these already, but I just thought it was just fun to add in that extra on there. I'm also going to use my little bits of sprinkles. Okay, which I can't see. Where's my sprinkles one gone? Isn't that always the way? And then you fork. Okay, I'll use my sprinkles. Can't find my other one that I was going to use. Put it on the top there on a small block. You couldn't believe I'd managed to. Oh, no, I moved it onto a square block as well. Uh-oh. Ah, there it is. Ta-da! Right, okay. So I'm just going to need to very quickly clean that. Just grab my chamois. You'll see there, just by using the chamois, just cleans that up perfectly. And I'm going to use my Calypso coral just to add in. Couldn't see for looking. Add in those extra little sort of splats on there as well. So I'm also going to, I'll do my sentiment while we're here as well. So I've got a piece of basic white, and this is 2.5 centimetres by around about 9 centimetres, and I'm going to use my Calypso coral to kind of stand out, and just I'm going to stamp that on the left hand edge. That leaves me plenty of space to punch on the right hand side as well. So now I've done that, I'll put my ink pads away because I want to get on and stamp the ice cream cones as well. So I'll do that in a moment. So I'm just going to pop in my ice cream. There we go. And the other one I'll just trim out and use a post-it note. As usual, I will put the dimensions on my blog as well for those layers. I haven't quite, have to admit, I haven't looked at what they are in inches yet, so they're around about it'll be about 1.25 inches in terms of cutting those layers, and an inch, so an inch, 1.25 inches, and that'll make it about 1.5 inches that you're cutting on the top there. Wittering on, apologies. Okay, so let's create our cone now. So I'm using some of the cinnamon cider. I'm just going to stamp 3 of the stuff cones on there. And then there's this little cross hatch, which just somehow, you know, it just brings that, look at that, brings that cone to life. I have to say, I really like that colour combination of the pale papaya and the Calypso coral. It really does work well. It's like when you kind of get a colour combination and you kind of go, yeah, do you know what, that works. In fact, I will show you, I've done a bit of a play around with the other stamp, the Ice Lolly one, that's in this stamp set as well. And I've done some colour creations on there for my upcoming class, or as part of the class package. So basically we've got the bundle, and then I've done some fun colour combos. So I've got those there. So look at those. Had great fun, say, starting to create some of those little Ice Lolly ones ready for the summer. Oh, last one. Just come in and punch that one out as well. There we go. So now we can start doing a bit of construction on our card. First thing is to get these made up into ice cream cones. Here we go. So the best way to do this, I have found, is to add a little bit of glue just to the top of that kind of cone, like so. And then pop the scoop, ice cream scoop on the top there. Do like a bit of an ice cream me. It's one of the things I love about on holiday, I have to say, is going, whenever we're in France, finding the local, well, wherever we are, finding the local ice cream parlour and going and having an ice cream there and choosing. I'm a bit of a sucker. I love sorbets actually. So I'm the one, I love mint chocolate chip ice cream, but give me something like a blackcurrant or a lemon sorbet, I'm really happy. So I've just punched the edge of that with the scallop. Yeah, this is kind of a scallop on the lovely labels. And then I've got a piece of Calypso coral that's just a little bit longer as well. And so those are going to layer up on there so that we can then pop that on the front of the card. So again, I try and do my gluing when I remember. Try and do that gluing at the start, so there's half a chance that things will be dry and ready. So I think that just having that a little bit peeking out, and by putting it at the whole length, it keeps it nice and even as well. So now we're on to our actual card. So you've got this piece here. We're going to add our layer in between, and we're going to then pop the vellum. Now I'm going to use, you could use some fine glue, but I'm using just some really fine red tape, and all I'm going to do is just pop that just on the edge of my shimmer vellum. And it's easy to see which is the matte kind of side of it as well. And I'm putting it as far away as I can so I don't get any stuff showing through. It's because I'm being a bit frugal, a bit mean with it. You know me, I don't like to waste supplies. So I'm just peeling that off and then make sure I've got the right layer. Just pop that in on there. And then I can do the same here. I'm going to fold my card over and then just line that up with the bottom edge of the card. And then lie that flat. That's about as straight as a dog's hind leg. Oh well. Let's have a look. Okay, it's probably my first bit that wasn't as straight as it might have been. Do you know what? It'll be fine. I might, yeah, we'll be fine. But actually, in fact, it will be fine because we've got our layers to put on. So, what I can do, so because that's overlap only, it'll only be marginal, you won't notice it by the time you've added these layers on top. So these pieces are sort of, the DSP is 2.5 centimetres wide, so as I say it's 1 inch by 14.5 centimetres, 5 3/4. So it's going onto a layer that's just slightly bigger, so it's 3 centimetres, which would be for inches would be 1 1.25 inches. There we go. And we can just add that to the front of our card. And the nice thing about this is that because it's coming right to the very edge, it then covers up any sign of where you've glued your vellum. So here's hoping this will just deal with that rubbish bit of lining up that I did before. Set that up. There we go. So all I'll need to do is pop that in place. Now you'll see that is kind of quite flimsy still. You might be a bit worried that's not going to stand up as a card. So this is where 3 little cones, act as kind of brace, a bit of bracing, a bit of architecture for it. So all you need to do is pop a big dimensional right at the very top of each of these, and then at the bottom pop one of our little dimensionals, our little mini ones, like so. Okay, and then obviously just take those off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop one on each side. Now you could put them, I'm generally putting these straight, like so. And pop one in here. Sounds like my son's about to come crashing through the scene, goodness knows what he's up to. And one then in the middle, so it's easy then to kind of get the spacing about right. And then on the back of here I'm going to put a dimensional at the back. I'll show you, because it's going to go on here. I can pop one in the middle to know where it's going to be, and then one at the very end. And that way I should make sure that my card just fits over the top there. And all of a sudden our flippy floppy flimsy card is really nice and firm. So there's a couple of fun happy birthday cards ready to be sent out using the fabulous sweet ice cream bundle. So thanks for watching. Pop back and see me again soon. Please like or subscribe, it really does make a difference. And if you'd like to purchase any of the products, follow the links that are in the description bar below the video, or pop along to my blog and you'll find some pictures, some images of the products I've used. Click on there, it'll take you to my shop. Thanks for watching. Bye now.